Does having an overdraft affect your credit score? Yes and no. It depends on the overdraft. First off, let's start by defining what a credit report is. Your credit report is essentially a 6-year history of how you've managed your finances. It shows all of your payments, debts, and any other financial interactions that you've had. It's a vital piece of information that lenders and banks use to determine if you're a good candidate for credit. Now let's talk about overdrafts. An overdraft is when you spend more money than you have in your bank account and go into a negative balance. It can happen in two ways, either through an agreed overdraft with your bank, where you have a set limit for spending, or an unauthorised overdraft, where you spend more than your bank allows. So how do overdrafts appear on your credit report? Simply put, if you have an overdraft, it'll appear as a debt on your credit report. If you have an agreed overdraft but aren't currently using it, it will still appear but have no balance. On the other hand, if you go into an unarranged overdraft or exceed your agreed limit, it will show up as a debt and decrease your score. When you apply for an overdraft, your bank may check your credit history before adding it to your account. But the good news is that applying for an overdraft is unlikely to have any real impact on your credit score. However, if you go into an overdraft, the story can be different. Going into an overdraft may impact your credit score in different ways. If you go into an unarranged overdraft or exceed your agreed limit, it will show up as a debt and decrease your score. But if you use an agreed overdraft sensibly, by having a low credit utilisation and paying it off regularly, it can actually improve your credit score. If you use an agreed overdraft every month and continually pay it off, it can help to build your credit score. But it's important to not use all of your credit, as it shows that you're relying too heavily on your overdraft. Many student accounts in the UK offer students the option of an agreed overdraft, which is usually available throughout your time as a student and even in the first years after. If you use your student overdraft sensibly, it can build up your credit score. If you're constantly at the bottom of your overdraft and have multiple debts, you may want to look at debt solutions. It's wise to get a good handle on them because there are pros and cons to them all. Some stop creditors chasing you, while others write off some of your debt and lower your monthly payments. You'll have to qualify for some of the options. Below this video, I've linked to a form on my new website. It's got a few multiple choice questions like how much debt do you owe and how many people do you owe? And then at the end of the form, it'll connect you to a company that I've partnered with to provide you with all the information that you need about debt solutions that are available. So click the link below, go and check it out and let me know how you get on.